All right, hello. Welcome back to the Mompreneur Life podcast. And if you are new here, welcome, okay? And if you are not new here, hey girl, hey. All right, so in today's episode, we are discussing ways to manage your side hustle as a busy mom, right? So let's say, for instance, you currently have, some kids and you have a full-time job and you are wanting to incorporate a side hustle, but you have no idea how you're going to actually incorporate it because you don't have time, right? Because you're already busy, but you know you need additional money, or you're wanting to create a side hustle to eventually leave your full-time job. It's okay. We all have been there. But the thing is, we don't have time because we already have so much going on. So then guess what happens? We might not pursue the side hustle because we don't have time. All right, so that is what we're going over in this episode. So before we actually get into the episode, you know I like to give you a mom win. And today's mom win I'm going to discuss in today's episode is not a mom win from today because I had no wins today. Today was trash. But I did have a mom win a few days ago, and I'm pretty proud of myself, okay? I was able to get the baby to lay down to go to sleep by 8:30, okay? With him, he's like his dad. He is a night owl and hate to go to bed, before 10 o'clock. And mind you, he is only 2. We took him to the park. He ran hard. He played hard. When we came home, I cooked dinner. He ate, and he was just chilling on the couch, relaxing. And next thing I know, homeboy was asleep. I was pretty doggone proud of myself, okay? I'm just saying, because normally it is a fight to get him to go to sleep, all right? But I'm pretty proud for that. But of course, we always don't have wins over here. Sometimes we have some struggles. So let me tell you about my struggle before we actually get into the episode. So my mom's struggle for this episode is not actually doing everything on my to-do list. So I literally had 2 things on my to-do list. Literally just 2. Just 2 things on my to-do list, okay? And I did not get any one of them done. It was terrible. It felt like everything else needed my attention, which was not even all important. I just had a bad productivity day. Today was just trash. I laid in bed. I got out the bed, took a shower, got back in bed, got out the bed, fixed me some lunch, went back to bed. It was just one of those days. So today I am making up for it with everything else, and nothing is getting done that I need to get done for today. I'm catching up from yesterday, but whatever. Sorry about that long tangent. I try not to keep my struggles too long, but that struggle kicked my behind, okay? It is what it is. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about, the truth. Let's talk about the truth when it comes to moms and side hustles, okay? So everyone tells moms, get a side hustle, especially when you're tight on money, or you need additional money for back to school, Christmas, so forth and so on. They tell us, hey, get a side hustle. But they never really offer a helping hand to manage the side hustle, start the side hustle, or even have time to do the side hustle, right? So I am here to be your friend and tell you what it is, okay? The truth is, we are too busy at times, and we really, really, really want to do a side hustle, right? We really want to do a side hustle, but it just doesn't work out. And as a teacher, right, I'm able to start a side hustle in the summer, but then when school starts, it's hard for me to maintain the side hustle, right? And I'm trying to break that down to, my husband, my brother, so forth and so on, telling them I need extra money because I'm trying to pay down my credit card debt, but I don't have time, right? I just don't have time. Right now, I took on the podcast, but I honestly have no idea how I'm going to manage this podcast once, school starts back. I really enjoy this podcast. It's really fun because I had so many topics I wanted to talk about, but I felt would suck on YouTube, right? Even though I still, create the video for YouTube, the focus is not the YouTube, the focus is the podcast. Because with YouTube, people search for things to do. So, how to, so forth and so on. I'm not creating how to podcast episodes, right? So, like, I had a whole bunch of things I wanted to talk about, but it was stuck on YouTube. But anyway, I have no idea how I'm going to continue to pursue this. It is what it is. I have no clue. And I really want to continue to pursue it, but I just don't know how, right? And when I'm bringing that up to them, they're looking at me like I'm crazy, or they're like, oh, you'll figure it out. Don't you hate that? They will sit there and tell you, oh, you'll figure it out, and you're just already struggling. You're already on the struggle bus, right? And then when someone comes and nonchalantly say, oh, you'll figure it out, you're just like, I don't know what to do. I need help. Give me some tips, right? So then we might run to Pinterest or a YouTube video to help us, right? But all we're seeing is more suggestions for side hustles. And then, you find a side hustle. You're like, oh, I can do that. But then you're like, okay, when am I going to do that, right? That's the thing. No one is actually telling us how to juggle all of this, because what I realized is when you're starting a side hustle, in the beginning, you have to devote time and energy to get it started, right? Even if it's you taking a class, you have to devote your time into the class. It is what it is, right? But so much times we pick up the side hustle, or we really want to do the side hustle, but then midway through we realize, okay, this is devoting more time than I honestly have, right? I already only have, let's say, 3 hours in the evening to devote to it, and 2 hours of that is being spent with creating, social media graphics to get more clients or whatever, right? Or it's taking me longer than expected because I'm new to this. It's just so much going on when it comes to, a side hustle. So I am here to honestly give you a couple of tips to help you when it comes to finding time for your side hustle. I'm not saying do it all. The reason why I'm not saying do it all is because you already don't have enough time. So pick one that you feel you can honestly do to help you with your side hustle. First of all, okay, before I give you these tips, if you already don't have much time, think of simple side hustles, okay, that's in demand. To be honest, the biggest one people are talking about right now is becoming a virtual assistant. You can do that anytime from your home, during nap time, when the baby finally goes to sleep, right before you go to sleep. When it comes to being a virtual assistant, oh my goodness, I learned the other day, there are so many different types of niches, whatever, within virtual assistants. Oh my gosh, so many. It is crazy. It was so much that I didn't even think of, right? But anyway, so here are some things that you can do to actually, find the time. Ask for help. Okay, ask for help, even if it is asking, help with the nighttime routine for the kids. Hey, ask your spouse or your significant other, hey, on Wednesdays, is it possible you can help with the nighttime routine? Is it possible you can get a baby to bath? It don't have to be for the side hustle. It can honestly be for other things. It don't have to be just for the side hustle. It could be time in the home for you to then take your time that you would have devoted to the nighttime routine to go into the side hustle. I understand that's not always feasible. That's not always the case, just in case you don't have anyone to help you. That's why I have a list here of more than one thing. So if that isn't for you, let's move on to the next thing. All right? Side hustle day. So let's say, for instance, you don't have anyone in the home to help you, but you might have a family member outside of the home that do not mind watching the kids for you on Sunday. Let's say, for instance, you already have Sunday where you are doing laundry, or you are cleaning, or you're prepping for the week. This is what I'm going to suggest. Check out my Keeping the House Tidy episode. Okay? where I tell you how I'm able to keep my house tidy and not do all my cleaning on Sunday, because Sunday is pretty much my side hustle day, right? So I go over everything I do throughout the week to help me, so I'm not doing everything on Saturday or Sunday. Anyway, find a side hustle day. So if you don't have anyone in the home to help you, possibly you might have someone outside of the home to help you, and you are able to, devote at least a half a day to the side hustle. If it is you working on client work or you creating, social media graphics to get more clients. Because at the end of the day, you still have to market yourself, right? So let's say, for instance, you decided you were going to sell digital products. You still have to promote the digital products. No one knows about this side hustle. Don't nobody know that you create digital products. So you have to promote it. So when are you going to find actual time to promote your products, right? You have to take time to do that. So try a side hustle day. So the next thing is side hustle time block. So of course I have an episode on time blocking, okay, and how I honestly time block while I'm on summer break and when I'm not on summer break. So make sure you check out, time blocking, the time blocking episode to help you. So of course, as you all know, everything is going to be linked in the show notes. So I'm telling you now, the show notes is where it's at, okay? The show notes have all the good things. So check out the show notes, to get you started. But anyway, when I am back at work, my side hustle time block is normally within my last block of the day. So I would work on the side hustle from about 8:30ish to about 10ish, where I am in front of the computer writing show notes or editing or anything like that, or prepping tomorrow's social media posts, or making sure everything is lined up, or checking my Trello board, or whatever. Okay, anything devoted to the side hustle is done within that time block. So let's say, for instance, you're not able to, create a full-time block for it. At least an hour, a night, a day, in the morning when you first wake up, before you go to work, devote an hour. Wake up a little earlier and devote to that time block. So next, this isn't like a real strategy, but I really feel like this could help you, because this kind of changed for me. Treat it like a real job. So the way how you're devoted to your job, be devoted to this side hustle. Treat your side hustle like a real job, because honestly, you're trying to get paid from it. So treat it as a real job. Act as if you have to clock in and clock out, right? Because so many times we treat the side hustle, oh, it's just something extra, but that extra don't make you no money, because you're not treating it as if it is going to change your life. The point of the side hustle is to bring in more money or do whatever the goal is. So you need to treat it like a real job. So many times we treat the side hustle like it's just something extra, and we don't put as much energy into it the same way how we put energy into, our current full-time job. And the people that we are trying to get as clients or whatever knows it as well. So treat it as a real job. So that is also where the time blocking come in. You can honestly sit there and tell everyone, hey, I work from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Everything is already done. Everyone done ate. Everyone is in the bed. Do not call me. Let me be on, let's say, Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Those are my working days where I'm working towards this, okay? So treat it as a real job and make sure everyone knows your schedule, and make sure everyone knows, you know what I mean? Like, hey, that's when you're working. Because then people won't try to disrespect your time. And you're gonna set those boundaries, because once you set those boundaries, like, hey, I work from 8 to 10, okay? This side hustle is paying down my debt. Okay, I can't depend on you to help me pay down my debt. So I have a side hustle, I have a side job. So I work from 8 to 10. It is what it is. I needed extra money for another bill. I couldn't depend on you, so I had to pick up a side hustle, and I work from 8 to 10. All right, so treat it as such and set boundaries. So the next thing is you want to create systems, okay? So let's say, for instance, right, your side hustle is digital products, creating digital products. Or let's say, for instance, you're a virtual assistant for a YouTuber. I just be making up stuff on the top of my head, y'all. But anyway, let's say, for instance, you are a virtual assistant for a YouTuber, and what your job is to respond to comments or create their description box, manage their description box, or whatever. Okay, whatever. Create a system. So, or even a checklist to help you follow. So, if you know all the description boxes need items listed in the video, okay. If you know the description box needs any additional links or links to their freebie, links to their new products, you know what I mean? Create a checklist to help keep you organized, right? So that you're not forgetting nothing, because once you forget something, that means you're going to have to waste time and go back to do it, right? So if you create checklists to help you, it makes the time goes by faster and you're able to get things done more efficiently, opposed to always being like, okay, what all needs to be in the description box or what all needs to be done, whatever. So always create a checklist or a system or a routine to help get you through whatever the side hustle is. So if your side hustle is, creating digital products, okay? So let's say, for instance, you work on your side hustle 3 days a week. On Monday, you create a new product. Tuesday, you upload a product to Etsy and you work on SEO and product description and all that on Tuesday. And Wednesday, you promote, right? There you go. So you're creating systems. So every Monday, you're creating a new product or you're updating an old product or whatever, right? So you're going to create a system and routine and even checklists to help guide you through, to help you save time. So whatever the side hustle is, make sure you create systems, routines, checklists, and all that good stuff to help you streamline the process of your side hustle, because we really don't have time to waste. Like, let's be honest, like, we really don't have time to waste, because we have so much going on already. Kids, home, full-time job. And also, you want to have a day to where you're creating promotional products, right? So if it's you promoting your services, if it's you promoting your new product, if it is whatever it is, some way, somehow you have to create promotional products. You have to promote what you do. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but no one knows you're a virtual assistant. No one knows you're a YouTuber. No one knows you're a video editor. So if it is you getting on your stories, twice a week and discussing it, or if it is you just recording behind the scenes stuff to post for reels, whatever it is, you want to always think of, okay, how am I going to promote my services, right? I need to promote my services. I need more clients. I need more people to purchase my products. I need to create promotional items, right? I need to promote. So if it is you using your products, right, you want to create those things to promote, right? So of course you're going to need a promotional day. And also with your side hustle, stop wasting time, right? A lot of times we waste time. We're worried about the wrong things. We're worried about the website that we might not even need. We're worried about all of the shiny objects. I truly suffer from shiny object syndrome, and I know I'm not alone. I'm just saying, like, we always put so much time and energy into things that does not matter, right? We all know website sometimes, most of the time, does not matter, but we decide to put so much time into the website, the logo, this, that, and the third, and we still don't have no clients. I'm just saying, like, my logo, I created in 5 minutes, and I just said, hey, this is it. I ain't got time. It is what it is. As time go on, if I have additional time, I'll change it. But at the end of the day, the average person don't even know what your logo looks like. It is what it is. But anywho, okay, that is quite a few things to help you find time and manage your side hustle. Because as we all know, we need more money to reach these goals. So I'm just saying. So of course, I like to let you know what book I'm reading. I am currently reading the Viola Davis book, I think it's called Finding Yourself or Finding Myself. Let's make sure it is called Finding Me. Okay, by Viola Davis, and it's a really good book. So if you're looking for something to read and you're wanting to dive deeper into people that have struggled, this is a really good book. Okay, and of course, the way how I always end my episodes. Okay, live the life you dream, you mompreneur you. Have a good week, and I'll see you.